Yo, what up? Watch out, watch out. What up? What's up? What's up, Apple Ricky? What's up, everyone that's there already? How you doing? How you doing? How's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing today? Hell yeah! Let's keep smashing the thumbs up right there. How you doing, Apple Ricky? JP123 says, "Bro, what's up, JP123? How you doing? How you doing? Glad to see you here on the channel again. Another episode of Horror Sundays today. Hell yeah! Glad to see everyone. Hell yeah. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up right there, y'all. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up while we wait for more regulars to show up here on the live stream. Got some horror movie news to drop today. JP123 says, "It's me." Who, JP? Remind me again. JP, refresh my memory, yeah? Because I meet a lot of people on here. Aporeki says, "Have you seen A Clockwork Orange?" Yes, it's about these like weirdos that live kind of like in the future, I guess, and they're like psychopaths and they torture people with like torture devices and they wear all white and they have like freaking they have like a what is it like little black top hats? Yeah, I seen that movie growing up. Uh, Aporeki says, "I never seen that. Yeah, you should watch it. It's kind of like a horror movie. It's kind of like almost sci-fi-ish in a way, kind of dystopian type stuff. Yeah, that movie, A Clockwork Orange, inspired a lot of punk rock fashion and imagery and stuff like that. Yep, it's a good movie. Let me see. What is I looking for? Yeah, I forgot this right here. This, yeah. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up, everyone. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up. Apple Ricky says, "Also update on my prequel of Children of the Corn." What is it? What's your update? What's your update, Apple? What is your update looking like? JP123 says, "Remember when I said I can see Michael Myers mask?" Oh yeah, I remember now. I remember, JP. I remember now, bro. It's because I haven't gone live since like what is it? Since like freaking I don't know, like Tuesday, no, Wednesday, since last Wednesday, yo. So I kind of forgot, you know. Apple Ricky says it's called Isaac. Okay, that sounds cool. Isaac, a Children of the Corn origin story. That sounds cool. Apple Ricky says, and I think it's finally ready to be printed out. Awesome, yeah, get it going, Apple. Get it going. It sounds great already. Sorry, got a burp. Sounds great already. Get it going, Apple Ricky. Get it going. Not my bad, guys. Stupid. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. Come on. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up. The Mighty Sparrow says, hey, Frank, how's life? Life's pretty good, man. Life is not that bad for me right now. Life is not that bad for me. I might be moving, but I mean, that's about it. That's about it, though. That's about it. I might be moving from this spot where I live right here, but I'm not going to live too far from my neighborhood, though. So it's all good. Everything's good, Mighty Sparrow. How you doing, Mighty Sparrow? How you doing, bro? How you doing? Let me know in the chat right here. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. Let's get it up to 20. We're almost there. We are almost there. Come on, guys. Let's get it up to 20. We are almost there. We are in spooky season as well. Oh, yeah. I forgot to show you guys my weekly background. Oh, not me, though. Not me. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this background. It's so cool. It's the Halloween 78 locations. Look. It's shots from Halloween 78. But it's all edited to look like some kind of like background and stuff. That's so cool, dude. Look, Hattie. I've been there before. Me and my friends skateboarded all the way down through this street just to find this spot when we were doing our filming locations. It looks so cool. I've been there too, Lori's house. That's crazy. But that's back in the 70s. That's way before I was born. But yeah. Let's see, let me turn the camera back. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up, everyone. Kay Veracruz said, hi, what's up, Kay Veracruz? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. My name is Frank. This is Hollywood Horror Film Club. Today's episode 41. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you're a horror fan. Surya Khan says, hi, what's up, Surya Khan? How you doing? Glad to see you here on the channel again as well for another episode of Horror Sundays. Hell yeah, please smash the thumbs up, yeah, guys? Apple Reiki says, I changed it so it's Isaac, son of Lucifer. That sounds cool, Apple Reiki. I'm digging the title. It sounds edgy and dark and scary. Yeah, hell yeah. Sounds badass, Apple Ricky. Sounds badass. Can't wait. Cannot wait for that. Cannot wait for that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. How's everyone's weekend been so far? Let me know. Let me know how's everyone's weekend been. Everyone had a good weekend or what? What y'all do? What y'all do? Let me know in the chat right there. What y'all do this weekend? I was supposed to. Oh, we'll get into that right now. We'll get into that once we get into Halloween ends news. Surya Khan says, hey, stop fighting. My dogs are biting each other, dude. It gets annoying because I'm trying to talk here and then I can't. Hold on, let me sneeze, guys. Damn, my bad. I got allergies. Okay, yeah, so Surya Khan says, hey, did watch VHS Halloween. It was released on October 3rd on Shudder. Awesome. Oh, the new VHS Halloween. Oh, I haven't seen it yet. Thank you so much, Surya Khan. Thank you so much. Thank you for blessing me. I appreciate that. And yeah, I haven't seen the new VHS Halloween movie. I've seen the other VHSs. It's VHS for those of you who don't know. It's the title of some like Shudder produced movies. You know, a few of them came out like in 2022. 2023, well, not a few of them. One came out in 22, I think 21 or 23, around that time period. So it's like some of it is like it's shot to look like vintage video from like the 80s or 90s or 70s, and like creepy stuff happens, like maybe someone will get killed or you know, or a ghost or something. So yeah, but I haven't seen the new Halloween one yet. I gotta check that out. Hey guys, give me a second, right? I'm gonna drop this link in my Instagram. I'm gonna drop this link in my Instagram. Give me a second. I'll be back, Surya Khan. I'm back. I was just dropping the link in my Instagram. But yeah. Let me see. Surya Khan says, you should. It's awesome. One of the best part that I have seen till now. Yeah, I gotta check that out. Probably gonna check that out later after the live stream today. Definitely gonna check that out later after the live stream today. Let me see. Apple Ricky says, Isaac was adopted by a woman that's a preacher. He kills her, but when she got out of the shower, so she's butt naked. But I got the idea from Halloween 78, or Michael kills Judith. That's cool, yeah. That's cool. That sounds awesome, Apple Ricky. That sounds awesome as hell. Give me a second, all right? I'm gonna go take this over here. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. All right, cool. Mighty Sparrow says Halloween is my favorite holiday. I hate that it's only one day. Yeah, Halloween is my favorite holiday as well, bro. But you know what? I don't. When I was a kid, I used to hate that it was only one day as well. But now that I'm older, I kind of prefer it like that.
Makes it more special.
Because yeah, that and you'll get bored of it. Trust me, you'll get bored. I was like when I used to go to the goth club. Literally everyone dresses up there kind of like Halloween almost all the time, you know. So it kind of gets boring. Trust me, it would get boring. So I know what you're saying though. I know what you're saying. Yeah, the feeling of like the whole like the what's special. What's more special is the lead up to Halloween. You know, the lead up, the September, October, the decorating, all that stuff. You know, the lead up to Halloween. That's what's really special. Halloween night is just the release of all that tension that you're waiting for that night. You know. But yeah, I know what you mean though, Mighty Sparrow. I used to feel like that too because I just love buying Halloween costumes and decorations and blood and all that prosthetics and shit, you know. But now you're easily able to get that all year round now. Back in the day, it was a little harder to get that stuff year round. You had to literally wait until Halloween time, or if you were lucky to have like a costume shop or a novelty shop near you, then you were good, you know. But if you didn't, you had to wait until like literally that time of year, and you got the magazines in the mail, or Party City started putting up stuff or whatever, you know. Bro, I remember Halloween before there was a Spirit Halloween. Trip out on that stuff right there. Trip out on that. I remember Halloween before people even said, "Oh, let's go to Spirit Halloween." I remember Halloween when people either made their own costumes or they just went to Kmart or any other old school 90s store. But yeah. Apple Ricky says he kills with a sickle knife like they have in the original movie because his son of the devil, and he found out he's adopted. Yeah, that's crazy. I would go crazy too if I found out I was adopted. I'd be like, yeah, I got nothing to lose. Mighty Sparrow says, do you have anything special for this Halloween? I'm thinking about probably going to a Halloween party or something on the Halloween night. But for the next few weeks still, I'm going to try my best to keep shooting my Halloween Ends fan film.
Aren't you going to play on Halloween night? Or on Friday night, huh?
Oh, yeah. I forgot. My band is also playing a show on a Halloween party, actually, this Friday. So, yeah, I do got things planned. I forgot I did. I forgot. You see, I don't even really care, dude. I forget about things. Yeah, but my band has a Halloween show or party, whatever it is. Halloween party we're playing this Friday as well. Don't know if I'll dress up though. I don't know if I'll dress up because I kind of want to promote my band that night, and that's gonna be kind of hard to do with the Halloween costume on. So yeah, and then Halloween night, obviously, I'm gonna try my best to go take my little sister trick or treating for a bit, and then see what else is going on around the city or the neighborhood. Twisted Emo said hi. What's up, Twisted Emo? How you doing? Glad to see you here on the channel. Another episode of Horror Sundays, episode 41. Hell yeah, Twisted Emo. Please smash the thumbs up. Yeah, Twisted. Get us up to 17. Please, Twisted Emo, please. Please, so more people could join us here in the chat. Twisted Emo says, 2 days ago, I found a skull mask with a black shroud like Ghostface, and it kind of reminded me of Ghostface. So I got it and had Easter Unlimited stamped on it. It's Chin. Oh, no way. Thank you so much for the hearts, guys. The Mighty Sparrow says, it's not really celebrated where I live. What, Halloween? Why not, Mighty Sparrow? Tell us. Please tell us. I want to hear everyone's perspective of Halloween, you know? I want to hear everyone's side. What, you know, how do you see Halloween, you know? Because, like, from what you said right there, Mighty Sparrow, you see Halloween different than I do because it's not celebrated a lot where you live. Where I live, it's like Christmas, bro. I've always celebrated Halloween since I was a kid. You know, my parents always took me trick-or-treating, or they would let me go trick-or-treating with neighbors or family members, you know, when I was a kid, you know, and they would buy me masks and shit. I think, honestly, our parents would waste more money on Halloween than Christmas. we would get all our Christmas gifts on Halloween as well back in the 90s, because we would spend so much on Halloween that my parents would secretly buy our Christmas gifts during that time too, and then just keep them hidden until Christmas time. Smart. But yeah. Apple Ricky says, I seen Little Evil. It's on Netflix. That's sick. That's cool. I didn't know it was on Netflix. Gotta check it out sometime. Mighty Sparrow says, give us a sneak peek of your band playing. Oh, yeah, I could show you that right now. I could show you that. Twisted says, not sure if it's from 1990s or the 2000s. Critic Chris says, hey, Frank, everyone. What's up, Critic Chris? How you doing? How you doing? Horror Dude 86. Do you hit up Son of Monster Palooza? Did you hit up Son of Oh, no, I didn't get to go, bro. I didn't get to go because I'm actually saving money to go to the Sugarman Gallery to see the screen-used Halloween Michael Myers props from Halloween Kills. Oh, Apple Ricky says, it was all right, Little Evil. It's a sick movie. It's cool. And Horror Dude 86, if you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name's Frank. This is Hollywood Horror Film Club. Today's Horror Sundays, episode 41. Please like and subscribe to the channel, Horror Dude 86. Please smash the thumbs up. Get us up to 19, please. Horror Dude says, smart move, bro. The convention was a letdown, man. Why was it a letdown, bro? Why was it a letdown? Hey, Twisted Emo, now that we're talking about masks, skull masks, check this out. Look what I found at the thrift store a few hours ago. Twisted Emo, is this the mask you found? Twisted, is this the mask you found? Twisted Emo, is this the mask you found, but the rubber version? Because this is a Fun World one. Twisted Emo says no. But didn't you say it was a Fun World one? Yeah, you said it's a mask. It wasn't in packaging. Yeah, it's the did you find the rubber one? Because this is the bloody one. Look. This is the bloody one. Did you find the rubber one with the hood on it? Because this is also Easter Unlimited. Fun World. These masks are Easter Unlimited. They're by the same company that made Ghostface. Twisted Emo says, I'll mention you in a post. All right, bro. All right, cool. But I found this. This is also by Fun World. It's also by Fun World. This is from the 90s, bro. I remember having one of these in the 90s when I was like 7, 6, 8, around there, 9. Dude, this is from the... I bought it, bro. I saw it at the thrift store. It was just in a basket. I was like, bro, I gotta get it. It's only $7. In other places, we're letting it go for like 50 or 60. This is awesome right here, bro. I'm not even gonna... I love the fake blood it comes with. It looks great. But I don't think I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna keep it in the packaging. This is like super nostalgic. It's super nostalgic right here. This is awesome. This is awesome. So Sterimo says, I bought mine for about $3 or $4. Yeah, I got this one for $7. But I'm pretty sure it was $7. Hey, stop doing that. I'm pretty sure it was $7 because it's the plastic bloody one. Look. And it's still in the packaging, yeah. Twisted Emo says, by the way, what else, Twisted Emo, what else? Remember, guys, drink Coca-Cola. I don't drink beer or alcohol, but I drink a lot of soda. All right. Critic Chris says, Frank, do you play the Silver Shamrock theme when it gets closer to Halloween? Drives my coworkers mad when I play it on my phone the whole week. Yeah, dude. My little sister be bumping it. She's gonna start bumping it. She starts playing it like, I guess, a week or so before Halloween starts. So it's gonna start soon. Apple Ricky retracted her message. Justin Emo says, no, I wanted to correct myself because I accidentally put BYW instead of by the BTW. All right. Well, what do you mean by BTW? Sometimes I get lost, bro, in the internet lingo. I'm gonna put this mask back. But yeah, this is a cool mask. This is like a freaking 90s relic, bro. That's a 90s relic right there. That is a relic from the 90s. That shall not be opened. Oh yeah, I still gotta get my Ghostface. Bloody mask. Dominic St. Clair, what's up, Dominic St. Clair? How you doing, bro? How you doing? Glad to see you here on another live stream here at Horror Sundays, episode 41, bro. Please smash the thumbs up. Yeah, Dominic. Hey, Dominic, I wanted to ask, you think you could possibly, maybe you could film next Saturday? Just check your schedule, bro. Check what your schedule is looking like next week, and let me know. Let me know if you could possibly film next Saturday. We got a big cast for this movie, dude, but my my main actor, the person we needed the most, got sick, you know, which sucks, you know, because I was sick too a few weeks ago, and I had to shoot my friend's music video, and I understand it feels like crap. Dominic St. Clair says, yes, all right, bro, cool. I'll send you I reworked the script, okay? So I'm gonna send you a new script. Dominic St. Clair. So that old script I sent you, toss it out. Delete it from your Instagram and from your phone. I'm gonna send you a reworked script so you don't get them mixed up. Hell yeah, bro. So hopefully we get to see you this Saturday coming up. I would have said Friday, but my band plays at a Halloween party this Friday. But Saturday we should be good to go. But yeah. Critic Chris says, okay, Frank, kids, don't forget to wear your shamrock masks. Yep. What is it? The freaking what is it? What was the company called? Silver Shamrock from Halloween Halloween 3. Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. You know, in a way, I think even back then, they were probably alluding to maybe the mask, Michael's mask, being part of the company. Because I remember David Gordon Green, I think one of his original endings for Halloween Ends was us seeing a conveyor belt and in like in a factory, and like it was just spewing out Michael Myers masks, like shaped masks, you know, white Michael Myers masks and stuff. So yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's what they were, I guess maybe trying to connect even back in the 80s with Halloween 3. But yeah, Apple Ricky says, I kind of look at Isaac being the bastard son of Satan and Bloody Mary. That could work. That sounds pretty believable, Apple Ricky. That sounds very believable, actually. Very, very believable. Very, very. That could work, actually. If someone would just work a script out that makes sense, that could probably work. Crimson Rio Studio says, hey, how's it going, Frank? What's up, Crimson Rio? How you doing, bro? How you doing? Glad to see you here on the channel. Another episode of Horror Sundays, episode 41. Please smash the thumbs up, guys. Rogue One says, what's up, everyone? What did I miss? Not much, Rogue One. Not much, bro. We're just all barely pre-chatting. We're just getting the pre-chat started before I started getting into the movie news. So not much. You haven't missed anything. Let me see. Apple Ricky says, but Isaac's mother is human. History, father isn't human. Okay, that sounds cool. Critic Chris says, that would have fit the rest of the Halloween movies to Michael's Madness, only him differently. Yep. I think that could have worked. Right? I think it could have been cool, honestly. Seeing a conveyor belt with Michael Myers mask coming out, and then you see the Silver Shamrock logo on it. Crimson Real Studio says, did you see the new retro Jason mask and Savini Jason mask in the Spirit Halloween? They look badass. Yes, I actually did see it already. Someone here on my channel, I think Twisted Emo posted one. I haven't gotten one yet, though. Ghost Rider says, the spirit of vengeance says, hey, what's up, Ghost Rider? How you doing, Ghost Rider, the spirit of vengeance? How you doing? Glad to see you here on the channel. Another episode of Horror Sundays. Today's episode 41. Please, guys, anyone who hasn't hit the thumbs up, please smash it now. Please smash the thumbs up now if you haven't. Get us up to 21 so more people can join us here. Apple Ricky says, remember Isaac's mother is a nun and his father is the devil. Yeah, that works because it's like the complete opposite, you know? It's the complete opposite. It's like darkness and light coming together and creating something, you know? So what it creates, it would be a bastardization of both light and dark, you know? So yeah, Apple Ricky, yeah, that totally makes sense why he would be the bastard son. Because light and dark are coming together and they are creating a bastardization of both entities of light and dark. Well, not entities, but both darkness and light. Twisted Emo says, who do you think would win? Curse of Thorn Michael or Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees from part 4? I'm gonna be honest, we used to have this debate a lot with another kid that used to come here to the chat. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I think part 4, Michael Myers could give Michael Myers from part 6. Halloween 6, Michael could give part 4 Jason a run for his money. Because they're technically still human, you know? Even though Jason is like, I guess, kind of dead already in part 4. but not so dead. You know, he still resembles a human man pretty much. You know, so yeah, I think Michael Myers could Halloween 6 Michael Myers could give part 4 Jason a run for his money. First of all, because part 6 Michael Myers cannot die. Remember, part 6 Michael cannot die. He's under the curse of Thorn. He's under the curse of Thorn, which protects him, which makes him immortal, you know? So Jason, on the other hand, in part 4, he technically still seems kind of human because Tommy Jarvis was able to defeat him still at the end of the movie with the machete. And part 4, to me, part 4 marks when Jason actually finally died. To me, part 4 is when Jason actually finally died. That's what part 4 means to me. That was Jason's transcendence to that zombie Jason we have now. You know, so yes, I do think Halloween 6 Michael could give part 4 Jason a run for his money. Especially, like I said, he's immortal. He can't die. You know, he's protected by a satanic curse. So, you know, by a druid curse or whatever. Apple Ricky says, because Isaac is a bastard. Yes, Apple Ricky, he is the bastardization of both light and darkness. The Isaac is what happens when both dark and light come together. Critic Chris says, would Michael and Freddy work better together? Hey, honestly, bro, I'm going to be honest. I would love to see Freddy versus Michael. I would love to see a Freddy versus Michael. Yes, it would work better because it would be kind of like a Jason Voorhees situation, you know? It would be kind of, but the only thing with Michael is that Michael's not attached to his mom, or he's not attached to any outer person or entity. You know, he's just all about himself. Michael's more narcissistic than Jason Voorhees. Michael's all about himself. Michael Myers, you know, Michael Myers does not look outward. He looks inward to himself. You know, so yeah, I think Freddy versus Michael could work. We would just need to get a script going where Freddy figures out a good plot device to get Michael to help him out, you know? Like maybe say now that Michael died and Halloween ends, Michael is finally in hell. His soul is finally in hell, and Freddy is finally able to reach him, you know? Because when he was alive still, it was hard for Freddy to reach him out here, you know? But now that Michael's soul is finally in hell, Freddy's finally able to reach him and talk to him and communicate with him, you know? He could probably offer him a deal. Like, hey, you know, I could offer you your mortality back and your revenge on Laurie Strode and Haddonfield if you help me out here first in Springwood and spread fear for me so I could get powerful again as well. And we both could rule, you know, the Midwest or whatever, you know? But yeah, totally, dude. I think it would work, Freddy versus Michael. I'm planning on making a Freddy versus Michael fan film eventually. I'm planning on it. Poreki says, remember Freddy Krueger being the son of 100 men? Yes, I remember that. The son of 100 maniacs or something like that. Yeah, the son of 100 maniacs. Yeah, yeah, I think that was in the... What part was that? Part 5? The Dream Child, I think? Or part 3? The... What is it? No, part 5. That was part 5, the Dream Child. Or part 4? Part 4 or part 5 is when they mentioned that about the son of 100 maniacs or whatever, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, guys, got thirsty there. All right, guys, we got some movie news right here to cover. We got some movie news to cover, everyone. What do y'all want to hear first? Critic Chris says, I was brought up in part 3, but shown in part 5. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yes, in part 3. And Dream Warriors. Yes, you're right. You see, I forgot about that. All that pot smoking. But yeah. I remember now. Tesserimo says, yeah, that sounds cool. It actually did have this one haunted house idea where Hard Eyes and John Carver work together to hunt you down. It's like the horrors of Blumhouse. Yeah, that'll be awesome. Hey, totally, John Carver and Hard Eyes could work together. They're literally set in the modern day, you know, like in 2024, 25, you know? Well, last year, 2023, 2024, you know? So, yeah, John Carver, and they're straight up modern. John Carver and freaking, and Hard Eyes is, well, John Carver's kind of been around for a while, the idea of the character, when Eli Roth did that, like did like that freaking fan trailer he made for Thanksgiving when he was trying to get it made back like 15, 16 years ago or something. So yeah, the idea of that character's been around, but it's still relatively new and modern. As well as Art the Clown, you know? I hope my clown character gets like that. I gotta make a clown too. Apple Ricky says Freddy was the bastard son of 100 men. His mother was a nun like Isaac's. Yeah, I can see the connection now. Apples, I can see the connection. Twisted Emo says, and Hard Eyes and Thanksgiving are both made by Sony anyways. Yeah, totally. Yeah, you could tell. Twisted Emo, you could tell. You could tell they're made by the same company. You know why? Because Hard Eyes and Thanksgiving had a lot of similar cinematography. A lot of similar cinematography. Like they both take place in a cloudy, rainy, freaking part of the United States. You know, like Hard Eyes takes place in like Seattle, Washington, where it's always raining. What is it called? What is it called? The Thanksgiving takes place in what? Plymouth, Massachusetts. It's always rainy and cloudy over there on that side too, New England side of the United States. They're near the freaking ocean as well. So yeah, I was able to tell and it's obvious too. You know why? Because you see the Sony logo at the beginning of the movie too. But yeah, you could tell they used a lot of the same cinematography for both Hard Eyes. A lot of the same shots, a lot of the same angles. You know, so like once you know movie angles and the shots they use in movies, you could just pick them out. Like they use all the same shots in movies, dude. All the same shots. They just try to make them look a little different with little things here and there. But like once you know your shots and what they're called, you're like, oh, they're using that shot, that shot. All movies use the same shots. But yeah, Aporeki says, you know, Isaac was born upside down, but the doctor done a C-section on Beverly when she gives birth to him. That's crazy. That's crazy. Born upside down. Oh man, that is some blasphemous stuff. Critic Chris says Freddy and Jason's mothers were so opposite. Yup. Yeah. Didn't Freddy's parents hate him? Wasn't Freddy's dad an alcoholic or something as well? Critic Chris says, I'd like a prequel series of A Nightmare on Elm Street 1984 being on Peacock or a Peacock over a film. Yeah, a series, yes, I'm telling you. A TV series works better. Like I said this last time, and I'll say it again. A TV series works better for a prequel because you're able to go back and explore more things that you weren't able to see in the actual film, you know? So in the TV series, you could explore your main character storyline, but you could also explore side character storylines, you know, and stuff like that, you know? So that's what makes the TV series better. Yeah, there's more to explore with the TV series. And then when you want to have like an all-out Freddy movie, like with Freddy just going crazy, killing kids and shit, then you do a full film, a movie, a theater film, you know? You do a full-length film for theaters. But if you want to explore other people from Springwood, you know, other creepy stuff that happens in the town besides Freddy, then a TV series is the best route. Because in a movie, you're not going to be able to do all that stuff. You're not going to be able to cover like 7 or 8 other character storylines like you would in a TV series, because you could dedicate each episode to different things. In a TV series, unlike a movie, it has to have a consistent plot that is driven forward. If not, it's just gonna be it's not gonna be a movie. It's gonna be a bunch of shots spliced together. That don't make sense. But yeah, Twisted Emo says I'll make a post soon after this live about it. Cool, Twisted, cool, yeah, bro. So I'm not gonna be able to see it. I don't have my other phone with me. I think it died. But yeah, bro. Hey, yeah. So we got some movie news right here, guys. We got some movie news and we got some good stuff right here. We got some Terrifier 4 news. We got Terrifier 4 news. Who wants to go over that? Who wants to go over the Terrifier 4 news? Let me know right here. Let me know in the chat. Critic Chris says, is Craven Estate still waiting for ideas? I don't know. I've been hearing rumors that there's rumors flying around. Last week I read an article saying, last week I read an article talking about Robert Englund, talking about he's just throwing ideas out there for a new movie. He's not saying he's coming back, but he's giving suggestions on who he thinks would be good and what ideas he thinks would be good to bring the movie into the 21st century. So yeah, there's rumors. There's always been rumors, but there's nothing set in stone, bro. Nothing set in stone. JP123 says, bro, I'm back. Was playing with my friend on Roblox. It's all good, JP. No worries. No worries, JP. Like I said, we got some Terrifier 4 news, guys. We got some Terrifier 4 news. We're going to have to get into that right now. We're going to have to get into that. All right, Wolf123. What's up, Frank? Earlier today, I finished reading Friday the 13th, Hell Link. Freaking 10 out of 10. The kills in that book are incredible. My next reading is A Nightmare on Elm Street. Suffer the Children. Awesome, dude. Awesome, Wolf123. Glad to hear you're reading, bro. A lot of people don't read nowadays, at least a book. But yeah, man, glad to see you here. Glad to see you here on another episode of Horror Sundays. Today's episode 41. Please smash the thumbs up. Yeah, Wolf123. Get us up to 25, bro, please, so more people could join us here. JP123. And we got two 123s in here. JP123 says, I like that movie. Which movie? Nightmare on Elm Street or Terrifier? Terrifying. Terrifier. All right, cool. Then listen up, guys. Listen up, because there is some Terrifier 4 news now that dropped. We got some Terrifier 4 news that dropped, okay? Critic Chris says, your little dog wants some Coke, Frank. Well, they cannot have any. This is my Coke. This is my Coke only. I get thirsty talking on these lives. They got their water bowl right there. They got their water bowl. Hey, what are you guys doing? Oh, yeah, okay, let me see. Apple Ricky says, Isaac was born natural birth. But he was leg first. First he was born upside down. That sounds cool. That sounds like it'll be a cool scene. Maybe you could do that scene when he's born upside down. Have it in a shadow. Have the camera facing the wall and just have the shadow of him being pulled out of the womb by his leg. Sister Emo says, I seen YouTube doesn't notify. What is it? So Steve, I think YouTube doesn't notify you when someone mentions you. So what I do is I go to my notification, I go to mentions, and I'll see you them, and I'll send them till YouTube will finally notify you after 10 hours or whatever. Awesome. Thank you so much, Twisted. I appreciate it. Can't wait to see that post. All right, let's get into the Terrifier 4 news, guys. YahooMovies.com is reporting, I'm taking some bold swings, Damian Leone says. Teases intense and experimental Terrifier 4. Terrifier 4 will be really intense and experimental. Director and creator Damian Leone has teased. Credit Bank Showbiz. Damian Leone has teased Terrifier 4 will be really intense and experimental. The 43-year-old director is set to wrap up the story of Art the Clown in the fourth and final installment of his slasher series, and Leone has now said Terrifier 4 will be crazier than anything he's done before. During an appearance on the Talk is Jericho podcast, he said it's going to be a really tough one-two shoot, especially what I want to do in the last half hour of the movie. It's going to be really intense and experimental and really out there, like crazier than anything I've done before. It's going to have some really wild stuff in it. I'm taking some bold swings. Leone noted every loose end left dangling in the series will be tied up in Terrifier 4. He said a lot of these movies, when I go into writing, it's like, all right, how are we going to top the previous movie in terms of the big gory set piece? Terrifier 4, that's certainly it, but now it's more everything comes together in part 4. Every loose end you might think that was loose end or something, you're wondering, but what was the character's purpose, or this or that? It all comes together in this one. So from a storyteller standpoint, it's the most important aspect of Terrifier 4, which is so exciting. Oh, hold on. This thing acting weird. Terrifier 4, which is so exciting. He added, you're going to get a lot of answers in Terrifier 4. The All Hallows Eve filmmaker teased Terrifier 4 is his favorite installment in his horror franchise. It's not even out yet, and it's his favorite already. He said, it's my favorite one. I would say it's just a viewer that I wish I didn't have to make it, just want to watch it. Yeah, I get what he says right there. Like when I'm making a fan film, I'm like, ah, man, I wish I could just be done with this and just watch it. Damian Leone says right here the same thing. He said it's my favorite one. I would say just as a viewer that I wish I didn't have to make. I just want to watch it. Terrifier 4, we'll see the return of Lauren Lavera, Sienna Shaw, and Elia Foman's Jonathan Shaw as they face off with the dreaded Art the Clown, David Howard Thornton, for the final time in terms of the progress he has made on Terrifier 4. Leone revealed he's just fleshing out the story beats as of now. Damn, so they're still not even doing anything for it yet, or casting. He shared the script is like halfway there. Well, it's pretty much because I don't write until I have it like broken down like in beats on a separate page. So I have like bullet points so I know where I'm going. So I'm not just lost. Now it's just fleshing all those beats out. So I know what the movie is. Even so, Leone admitted writing new and creative kills for Art was getting difficult for him as he was determined to maintain the mass appeal of the franchise by not getting too morbid. He explained, I'm always trying to top it, but it's getting difficult. I'd be lying if I said I mean how many different things can you do to a human body. That's crazy. We're not only competing against ourselves, we're competing against every other slasher movie that comes out. It's tricky because I think of really despicable things to do to people, but it goes to a point where how far do you take it? Where do you step too far over the line of taste where you lose everybody? So I'm still trying to talk. So I'm still trying to walk the line and see how far we can push it. Damn, dude, I hate this site. Why does it do this? Right when I'm on the last freaking one. So I'm trying to walk that line and see how far we can push it. But maintain some sort of mass appeal, you know, before it becomes like a Serbian film or something. I'm not bashing those movies. I just don't want it to be that kind of movie. So yeah, Terrifier 4 is still pretty much in the early stages of development. They're barely finishing the script. And yeah, Damian Leone says he's going all out. Sounds like he's going to go all out. Sounds like it's going to be gory and crazy. But how crazy is it going to be? Because he's saying that he still wants to keep it mainstream pretty much, you know? But how mainstream can you keep these kinds of movies when they're all about gore, you know? And it's all about topping the last movie in terms of gore and violence, you know? So yeah, like in my clown movie, my little sister's character died because I knew we had to do something grotesque that not everyone does, you know, and not everyone does the whole killing the kids and you know, and stuff like that. All right, let me see what I missed right here, guys. Let me see what I missed. Apple Ricky says Isaac's all bloody when he's born. So he's all red like Satan? Apple Ricky, so he's all red like Satan? JP123 says, yes, my favorite. Apple Ricky says, his womb popped. He had to be yanked out by the doctor because he was leg first, like upside down cross. Oh, okay, I get you, Apple. Hell yeah, that's cool. Jado Rose Dryden says, what up? Good evening. What's up, Jado? What's up, Jado? How you doing? How you doing? If you're a horror movie fan, please like and subscribe to the channel. My name is Frank. This is Hollywood Horror Film Club. Today's Horror Sundays, episode 41. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, if you're a horror fan, please, Jado, smash the thumbs up. Justin Emo says, whenever I go see horror movies, I dress up as the killers from the movie. Like in Halloween Kills Ends, I dressed up as Michael. So I'll probably do the same with Scream 7 and Terrifier 4. Yeah, bro. For Halloween Ends, I dressed up as 78 Michael. I went as 78 Michael for Halloween Ends. I dressed up as Ghostface like 3 or 4 times for Scream 6. Yeah, it's cool, bro. I think I might go dressed up as Ghostface for Scream 7. But I don't got a Scream 7 robe yet, though. I only got my Scream 5 one, my Party City 25th anniversary one. I need to get a Scream 6 one as well. Critic Chris says, if I was director, I'd stop after no more than 3, perhaps 4, depending on the success of each follow-up. Yeah, I'd probably stop at 4. I'd probably, maybe. I'm not sure, though, yet. It's because the thing with Terrifier is that it's super grotesque and gory, you know? And and graphic and shit, you know? So it's gonna be like, the thing is that if Damian Leone puts something in that movie that offends people, like maybe they have a baby dying or a 10-year-old or a 9-year-old, you know, getting off. Well, they already had that, but they don't show it, you know? So like that's what he means, that it's kind of hard for him to come up with kills for Art the Clown, because like there's only so many things you could do, you know? There's only so many things you could do, especially like if you want to keep your movies mainstream. Like he wants to keep making money, you know? So he wants to keep Art the Clown mainstream, you know, in the theaters, on the TV and all that stuff, you know, on the merchandising and stuff like that. So if you start showing Art literally like actually taking out kids on screen, or like maybe animals and stuff like that, then it's gonna rub some people off the wrong way, and then it will probably take its status off as a mainstream horror villain, you know, and kind of like bring it down a notch, you know. So he's got to be very careful with this fourth movie, because he could offend some toes, you know. He could offend some people with this fourth one, especially like I said, since Terrifier is mainly based on like grotesque gore and nudity and all that stuff, you know. Unlike Michael Myers, like there is nudity in Halloween movies sometimes, but not all the time, you know. It's mainly usually about the story of Michael and whoever he's hunting, you know. Yeah, Friday the 13th does have some nudity too as well, but it's only in some scenes, and it usually just takes, it's just a story driven forward, you know. It's just one plot going forward. Terrifier doesn't really have a plot from what I see. It's just like a gore fest, you know, which I love. Just like my clown movie doesn't really have a plot either. It's just a clown going around committing gory acts. But yeah. Wolf123 says, I honestly don't know how the bedroom kill scene in the second movie can be topped. Really excited to see what Art has in store for us in the fourth movie. Yeah, that would be cool, bro. Who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows? But like I said, is that he's got to, like, damn, dude. Like, he's in a predicament. Freaking Damian Leone. Apple Ricky says Isaac birth would be similar to when Freddy Krueger was born. Wasn't he born in the mental asylum? I think Freddy Krueger. Jado says chilling. Yeah, definitely a horror fan. Some of my favorite Friday the 13th. Night of the Living Dead, Halloween. Hell yeah, man. Welcome. Yeah, I love all those movies as well. I got them all on VHS up there. Got the original Friday, the original Halloween, and the Night of the Living Dead, the George A. Romero ones, the old ones. I got them in the box set. Hell yeah, man. Welcome, Jado. Glad to see you here. Twisted Nemo says, after Halloween Ends ended, I got up from my seat and everyone immediately looked at me and started filming. And I heard some people go, it's Michael Myers. And old dude said Laurie Strode wins. Hey, yeah, that's crazy, bro. Well, that's funny, because when I went to go see Halloween Ends, I went dressed as Michael as well. And people were just looking at me and shit as well. When I got up and the movie ended, I put my mask on and walked up the aisle. Dude, that theater closed already. I saw the whole Blumhouse trilogy at this old school, like, 1920s theater that was near my neighborhood. I saw 2018 there. I saw Kills there. I saw Ends there. Literally, we saw Halloween Ends there. Ends. You know, it all ended there. I saw Halloween 6 there. And then a few months after, Halloween 6. Scream 6. Halloween 6. I was too young for that. But yeah, I saw Scream 6 there as well. Then, like, probably like 6 months later, that theater closes. Whack. And it was only like $8. Tristarimo says the goriest kill for me were Dawn's death, Allie's death in the shower scene. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to top all that. The bed scene in part 2, the shower scene with the chainsaw. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to top that. Very, very hard. Zaporiki says, I changed it. Wait, what? I changed it. Where Isaac is giving birth to, but his leg first, upside down, not his head first. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Pull him out all crying like a little demon baby. Is he gonna be full of blood, all red? All red and shit. But yeah, let's see right here what it says. All right, guys, are you guys ready for a new Batman movie? Who's ready for a new Batman movie? Let me know in the chat who's ready for a new Batman movie. Apparently, there's gonna be a new Batman movie that's separated from the Robert Pattinson the Batman. I like Robert Pattinson's the Batman. I actually like his Batman. I actually relate to his Batman more. He's like anti-capitalist. He's like kind of grunge. He has his hair all over his face like Kurt Cobain and stuff. He hates the fame of being Bruce Wayne. Yeah, Robert Pattinson's Batman actually kind of realistic because it shows you that it would not be fun to be Batman in real life, dude. He looks exhausted. Like, damn, dude. What the hell is this? Twisted says the first time I discovered Michael Myers was back when I was about 4 or 5. I was playing with my toys in the living room and I looked up at my TV and saw Bandaged Michael from Halloween 4. Oh, that's cool, huh? I bet you were wondering, what the hell's that? I think your whole life changed, right? Remember the first time I saw Michael Myers, I think my uncle had rented the movie Halloween 78. Halloween 78 from the old school VHS mom and pop video store. If you grew up in the 90s, then you know what's up with video stores. You would go rent video games and movies from there and stuff. And my uncle rented it, you know? And I popped it on. And since then, bro, my life changed, bro. My life changed since I saw that first movie, Halloween 1978. That was the first one I saw. Bro, I fell in love with horror. Horror became my life since then after that. Horror movies and everything, masks, collecting. After watching that movie, my mom started letting me go to my cousins. My cousins, they were like teenagers in the 90s, and they were all into horror movies at that time. They were all into the Scream movies. I Know What You Did Last Summer, Urban Legend, Valentine, the Carrie movies that were coming out in the early 2000s, late 90s. You know, so I watched The Leprechaun, the Child's Play movies, you know. I watched all those horror movies with them growing up, you know. And then with some other neighbors that I had growing up as well, all we watched was nothing but horror VHSs back in those days, dude. And that's what made me into what I am now, you know. That's pretty crazy, though. Yeah, bro, since the first time I laid eyes, the first time I saw that movie box, and it had a knife on it, and a Halloween pumpkin, I always was like, what is that? What is that movie? You know, I always wondered when I used to go to the video store with my uncle, and he would see me looking at it. He would see me looking at the cover of the box, you know? And until one day he popped up to the house with the VHS he rented. I watched the movie, bro. Michael looked so cool. Like, I had never seen anything like that before in my life. I've never seen someone make a murderer look so cool, you know? Like, it sounds twisted. Like, we may sound like psychopaths ourselves here, but like, I never seen I never seen someone make a serial killer look so cool, you know? Like with his collar popped, almost like a greaser. Michael Myers in Halloween 78 almost looked kind of like a greaser with his collar popped and his hair slicked back. Don't you think so, Junior? That he looked kind of like a greaser, dude. With his mechanical overall. So yeah, dude, that movie was cool. Michael Myers looked badass. The blue lighting, yeah, it was badass, dude. Hell yeah. Aporeka says, yeah, he's bloody, but he's a white baby like he already is. Bloody. No, but yeah, I know he's gonna be but I mean, is he gonna be like all red, like a little demon? Is he gonna be all red like a little demon? Critic Chris says, I'm burnt out of Batman right now. I'm not really burnt out of Batman. I just choose which Batman I'm gonna watch and I ignore the rest, you know? So my personal favorite right now is the Robert Pattinson one. I think his is cool. I don't know why they don't just use his in the James Gunn universe. Dumb, right? Dumb. Like, he already embodies it pretty much, you know, like a modern Batman, you know? Critic Chris says, I actually want a Batman Beyond live action movie before I die. You know, that was actually going to be a thing in like the early 2000s. I remember when people used to talk about that. There was news on the internet about that back in the day. like in 2006, 2005, 2004. Shit, even around like 2007, 2008 still, I remember. But yeah, dude, yeah, a live action Batman Beyond, that would be awesome, dude. That would be awesome. Would Terry, hey, Critic Chris, would you want Terry McGinnis to be Asian or white though? Because I always thought he was Asian in the cartoon. I always thought Terry McGinnis was Asian in the cartoon, but then you find out that he's Batman's offspring. You later find out that he's Bruce Wayne's offspring. Twisted Emo says, then when I was 8, I saw Halloween 2018. My grandma and dad, when I was 9, saw Halloween 2, and I finally saw Halloween H2O when I was finally into Michael Myers. Then I saw Halloween 6. Awesome, bro. Hell yeah. I've been into Halloween and Michael Myers for like 30 years and shit already. Since like about 1996, 95, around there. 1995, 96, 97, 90. Yeah, like around probably like 95-ish. Around 95-ish is when I started remembering stuff, you know. That's, how old was I? Like in 95, like 4 years old probably. I was like around 4 years old, 4 or 5 years old. So that's around when you start remembering stuff. So yeah, I've been into this stuff since I was a child, bro. Since like 30 years basically, pretty much. Alporiki says, have you seen Orphan? Yes, I haven't seen that movie in a while, yeah. The Orphan, yes, though. I remember the first one came out like around 2009, I think, The Orphan. Yeah, I remember that movie. Critic Chris says, I like the first Orphan, not its prequel. Yeah, the first Orphan was cool. The first one that came out in 2009. I remember that one. Twisted Emo says, after that, I got to see Halloween 3, Halloween 5, Halloween Resurrection, both Rob Zombies, Halloweens, and the first Halloween movie I saw in theaters was Halloween Kills. Awesome, bro. That's cool, yeah. The first Halloween movie I saw in theaters was Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween. I saw Rob Zombie's Halloween in theaters. That's the first one I saw in theaters. And then I saw Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 in theaters as well. And then Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends. So I've seen a total of 5 Halloween movies in theaters in my lifetime. I didn't get to see Resurrection in theaters, unfortunately. You know, at the time I was too young at the time. I was a kid, you know. I was like, what, 10, 11, you know. So my parents didn't really let me go out alone like that, you know. I didn't see Resurrection until a year later when it was like out on DVD. I saw it at my cousin's house on those little portable DVD players you were able to buy back in like 2002. I remember that. Wolf123 says Kevin Conroy will always be the definitive Batman, but Robert Pattinson is the best live action / on-screen Batman that is coming from an avid Batman comic book reader. Hell yeah, bro. I'm glad you said that. Robert Pattinson is the shit. You guys want to see something cool? Look, check this out. Since we're talking Batman right now, I found this Robert Pattinson cowl. Check it out, look. It's Robert Pattinson's cowl. Well, not literally his, but it's the same style cowl that he has in the Batman. Look how cool it is, dude. It's literally the Batman. It's literally the Batman. Yes, Robert Pattinson is badass as Batman, bro. Like, I'm telling you, Batman would be miserable like Roberts is. His Batman is perfect because he would be miserable. He'd be depressed because his parents are dead. He'd be miserable because he has to fight this crime in the city, you know? Like, it even shows it in his face that he's not even happy being Batman. In other Batman adaptations, they make it seem like he's like this jolly old superhero, when really this job would weigh down on you hardcore. Critic Chris says, Wide, I love the animated series. I like what is it? The animated series. I like many. Thought Lex was black in Superman, the animated series. So you notice the skin matches Superman's, just Clark Kent's, you know? Yeah, I honestly thought he was a black dude as well when I was a kid growing up. I mean, I don't even really care, bro. The character could work either way, honestly. Honestly, with Clark Kent, it's a Harvey Dent situation. Remember in Batman '89, Harvey Dent is Billy D. Williams, freaking Lando Calrissian from Star Wars. Yeah, so like think about it, like Clark Kent works as either one. It doesn't matter which one he is, honestly. Clark Kent, Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor works either. I think he works either one. It works good either one. He could be a white guy or a black dude. Like when I was a kid, I always thought he was a black dude. You know, until later on you find out that he's actually a white guy. You know, but honestly, I never really cared about that because I thought it could work either way. It could go both ways. It could work with either with either ethnicity. You know, same thing with Harvey Dent, the Harvey Dent character. It could work with either ethnicity. It doesn't really matter. Same thing with Commissioner Gordon. There is I think there's a Batman cartoon where Commissioner Gordon is an older black gentleman, and you know what? It works too. I don't think with those characters it really matters. I don't think with those characters it really matters. Apple Ricky says, I seen the remake of Children of the Corn. It could be wait, the corn. It couldn't be the worst. It couldn't be worse. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad, Apple Ricky. I saw it. I saw that remake. It was bad. Apple Ricky says it's terrible. Yes, it is bad, Apple. There's also a remake that came out like in 2020 that's horrible. Let me see. Critic Chris says Clint Eastwood or Michael Keane be perfect for a good age Bruce Wayne. Yes. I honestly think Robert Pattinson looks like a young Bruce Wayne, like a younger version of Clint Eastwood, like a younger version of Clint Eastwood, I would say, like a younger version of Clint Eastwood, Robert Pattinson. Apple retracted her message. Wolf123 says, fire mask. Thank you so much, bro. I love this mask. I want to get a display for it. It's so cool, right? The Batman, and that even has the Nirvana song. Something. Oh, I can't sing it. I don't want to get copyrighted. Dude, they'll even copyright you for even just singing the lyrics. Yeah, but yeah, dude, the Batman's cool. I might throw that on. That shit's a badass. It's dark. Catwoman is hell. She's hot in this movie. I was going to say she's hot as hell. She is pretty hot in this movie, though. Let me see. Critic Chris says, Frank, should DCU have the... Wait. Critic Chris says, Frank, should DCU have white eyes and blue/gray costume? Yes, that's what we're about. That's what we're gonna read about right now. We're gonna read about that new Batman Brave and the Bold. They're trying to go back to the more kind of like Adam West kind of Batman and Robin type shit, you know? So I'm pretty sure they probably are gonna start incorporating those looks as well. The gray suit with the blue hood, with the blue cowl, and the white eyes. They already did the white eyes for Spider-Man in the new Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland. They could definitely nail the white eyes for Batman already. Definitely. Shit, they were even trying to do the white eyes in Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight with the Joker. Remember when he what is it called? When he's like looking through when he's like doing that X-ray vision thing, trying to find all the hostages in the building. Yeah, they were even trying to do the white eyes then, but they did it with like some what is it, like it was like glass visor in front of the eyes and they lit up. And then they also did something similar in Batman versus Superman where he has the visor as well and it lights up. So yeah. Aporeki says, didn't Rosemary cheat on her husband with Satan in Rosemary's Baby 1968? I think so, yeah. No, hold on. I think she gets impregnated by a demon or something like that. Or by an evil spirit. I forgot. I gotta watch that movie again, but I used to watch that movie with my dad. It's just my dad used to love 60s movies. He was all about the 60s and shit. He was a 60s guy. Critic Chris says, I'm not against skin color change. I love Michael Clark Duncan as Kingpin most. Depends on the actor. Oh, yeah, that's another one, right? That's another one. I forgot, bro. That's another one where the ethnicity doesn't really matter. It works both with white or black, you know? Kingpin as well. In Daredevil, remember? Michael Clark Duncan as Kingpin. That worked great as well, didn't it? Yeah. So those three characters, what is it? Harvey Dent, what is it? Lex Luthor, and Kingpin. Yeah, those characters work regardless of what ethnicity plays them. It just has to be a big-ass guy for Kingpin, you know? Has to be a big-ass guy for Kingpin. That's all that matters. But it doesn't really matter what ethnicity for those characters it is because they work good either way. Commissioner Gordon, like I said, is another one that could be played by either ethnicity, and it'll still be good. Let me see what is. Dominic St. Clair says, hey, I'm back. What's up, Dominic? Dominic St. Clair, yes, bro, we see you. Guess who's back? Back again. Oh, dude, you already sang a song. Dominic St. Clair is back again. There you go, so I don't get copyrighted. Critic Chris says, I thought he'd be great as Terry, but the guy who plays Robbie on Cobra Kai, I can't imagine being my choice to play Terry away. Okay, I get you. The guy from Cobra Kai. Yeah. I seen a little bit of Cobra Kai. Yeah, so now I was trying to remember who it was, what actor you were talking about. But yeah. I could definitely see it. Yeah, I could definitely see it. Hey, but Critic Chris, I always thought Terry McGinnis was Asian though. I always thought he was Asian in Batman Beyond. Do you think? Do you think? Do you think the character of Terry McGinnis could work with either white guy or an Asian actor? Because I honestly always envisioned him more of an Asian dude, Terry McGinnis. Kayla, he looked like a K-pop guy back before K-pop was like a, well, it was already a thing, I think, in Korea. It's always been a thing over there, I think, but K-pop was not a thing here back in those days. I don't know. I just felt like Batman Beyond had a lot of Asian influence, a lot of Japanese, Korean, Chinese influence. You know, just a lot of Asian influence. So that's why I envisioned Terry McGinnis to be an Asian dude, you know? Because if you do watch, what is it called, Batman Beyond, I think you see a few like things in Asian writing, you know, like restaurants and stuff like that. So yeah, if there was a Batman Beyond the movie, I think it'll be a very like Asian culture centric, because it's like in the future, you know. Caleb Hall says, I look forward to the Halloween parade. Awesome. Yeah, that should be cool too. My little sister's going to have a Halloween parade too at school, I think. Let me see if I could go see her. Dominic Sinclair says, you need to do a Batman fan film. That would be cool, bro. But that would be kind of expensive and hard, you know? Because, damn, it's one thing to shoot around the neighborhood or in the woods, you know? But to shoot in downtown LA at night on top of buildings, that's a mean ticket right there. You know? But yeah, that would sound, what I do want to do, Dominic St. Clair, if I don't make a Batman movie, I want to make a Crow fan film. A Crow fan film. I think a Crow fan film will be easier and cheaper because it's mainly just face paint and long hair and a trench coat, you know? With the Batman, like, dude, you would need the whole costume, you know? The cape and all that good stuff. Wolf on 23 says, Pance's portrayal as Bruce Wayne in the Batman is straight out of the graphic novel Batman Year One by Franklin Miller. Yes, I know. Yeah, and it's shot. And they try to shoot it like the graphic novel as well. I think if you watch the behind the scenes thing, what was the director's name? What is it? Matt Reeves. Yeah, Matt Reeves. I think he says that he was like framing shots from the graphic novel. He was taking inspiration from the illustrations of the graphic novel as well. Yeah, dude, I love Pattinson's Batman. It's so cool. I even got the shirt, bro. I saw a brand new The Batman shirt at a yard sale like a week ago here in my neighborhood, and I had to buy it. Dude, it was like $2. I took it. I took that shit. Critic Chris says, I like the yellow oval back on the Batman's costume. The yellow oval back on the Batman's costume. You mean that yellow bat that he has right here? But isn't that in Michael Keaton's Batman? I think Robert Pattinson's Batman and the Batman is just all black leather. That's why I like it. Sidecast Talks once says, when they gonna make a horror movie about gang stalking? That would be cool. That's actually very interesting. Very, very interesting. You know, that would be cool, actually. It would be a cool movie. I could already picture it. Like, you see, like, freaking unmarked vans pulling up next to your house, and then you see, like, shadow figures come out. Yeah, that would be interesting. Sidecast, what is it? Sidecast Talks 1. If you're new here to the channel, welcome to Hollywood Horror Film Club. My name's Frank. This is Horror Sundays, episode 41. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Smash the thumbs up. You know, hell yeah, welcome here. Caleb Hall says Dracula Untold was fun. That was pretty cool too, yeah. I haven't seen it in a while, but yeah, that was a cool movie. Caleb Hall, if you're new here, welcome to the channel as well. Welcome to Hollywood Horror Film Club. Today's Horror Sundays, episode 41. My name is Frank. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Smash the thumbs up, guys. Apple Ricky says, what if someone named their child Shibby? That'll be pretty funny. I'm pretty sure there's someone named Shibby, maybe. Sounds like a name. Ghost Rider says, the Spirit of Vengeance. I might make a part 8 costume and might do a Freddy versus Jason cosplay for my cousin. Awesome, bro. Hell yeah. Part 8 Jason looks looks badass. And for a long time, my favorite Jason was the Freddy versus Jason one. But then the 2009 reboot came out, and damn, bro, I just became all about that look. But yeah, those are all great looks too, as well. Ghost Rider. Critic Chris says it was the animation. I think it could work for either. It was a good actor, right? Actor slash right story. That's enough to go on. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. As long as the actor could play the role, I'm good, bro. Apple Ricky says, "What if someone named their kid Satan?" I don't. You think in the hospital someone will let you name your kid Satan? Nah, you don't think so? Why not?
It's a bad word.
Jesus or Satan are like names that they're just gonna look at you all weird.
Jesus don't let you name your kid Jesus.
Jesus, but if you go by Jesus, they're gonna look at you weird. Cause what Jesus do you know that goes by Jesus?
But there's white guys named Jesus too, though.
Bro, but the thing is that no one goes by Jesus.
I don't know.
I think
everyone
Satan goes by Jesus.
I think Satan is taking it far, though. Satan is taking it far,
but they're still gonna look at you like, Jesus, really?
Satan?
If you say Jesus, they'll be like, oh, I could Jesus. But if you say Jesus, if you say Jesus Christ, yeah, Poriki, I think the people in the hospital are gonna look at you weird, bro. You gonna name your kid Satan? Saturn? You name him Saturn? Twisted Emo says, hey, quick question. Would Hard Eyes and John Carver work as a scare zone instead of a house? Yeah, totally, bro. You could literally combine those mazes together. You could go from Thanksgiving, from the fall, to the winter, Valentine's. You know, it matches because, like, Thanksgiving and Valentine's are only, like, what? November, freaking December, January, like, what, 3 months apart? So, yeah, it transitions in very well, you know, from the Thanksgiving fall season into the wintry, cold Valentine's Day season, you know? So, hell yeah. Caleb Hall says they need to make a sequel to Trick or Treat. Yeah, bro, I was hearing rumors about that like a while ago, but nothing now. Sequel to Trick or Treat. I don't know why it's so hard to get one made. Also, what is it called? I saw the trailer. They're re-releasing the movie in theaters for Halloween or sometime this month. Critic Chris says, yeah, like Keegan's with yellow and orange utility belt. Yeah, that looks cool too. Dominic St. Clair says, I was looking into success for film, and filmmaker says success is not guaranteed, but you have a better chance if you market your film really well. Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's marketing, bro. It's low-key. It's all about who you know. It's all about who you know. It's all about who you know, man. Or what work you put out. If you put out good work, then people are going to want to work with you. So that's another advantage. Dominic St. Clair, you got to put out good work that stands out, and then people are going to want to work with you. Let me try on this mask. Oh, look at that. Look, I am Bat Frank. Check this out, guys. My face doesn't fit the whole damn mask. Look, Junior. I'm Bat Frank.
Who the fuck are you?
Bat Frank. Bat Frank. Everyone, this is Bat Frank. Bat Frank. Appariki says, or someone named their kid Nutsack. No way. That definitely is not going to go well. Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance says, hey, man, you still planning on sending me your Tots knife? Yeah. Just give me a second, bro. I should send it by this coming up weekend. Was just getting some props and prosthetics for my Halloween Ends fan film. We got a scene to shoot this Saturday. So yeah, bro, just give me a second. I should be sending it soon. I really need that knife. I really need it. I really need it for something. I'm trying to make like a Michael Myers like display. I want to get a mannequin, and I want a nice rehauled knife. So yeah, you're going to get it soon, dude. Don't trip. Apple says, or name your kid God, like God fucking damn it. No, that's too much, Apple Rick.
The fuck? The fuck is like, you know, man.
Yeah, these kids be saying some crazy shit. Ghost Rider says, alrighty, man. Always be here. Hell yeah, don't trip about it. Ghost Rider, I'll send it soon, right, this coming up weekend. How do you guys like this mask? Alright, let's get into this Batman news. Where is it? We got some Batman news right here. I don't know what's up with my freaking internet though. I'm gonna take this mask off. It looks pretty cool though. Wish it fit tighter though. Look at that. Dude, I look like Batman.
You're dumb, bro.
Look.
Take it off.
Why?
'Cause you're not him.
I look like Batman, yo. Look at this
Dumb,
shit.
Bro. You're not him.
That shit looks cool.
Oh, the dog fell. Dumb dog.
Bat Frank, call me Bat Frank. Bat Frank. All right, guys, we got some Batman news. Another popular pick that has been thrown into the Batcave is 1920. Oh, hold on, let me see. Let me see. We've got. Let's see if I find another better article. This one's kind of glitching out. Let's see. Wolf on 23 says, I've outgrown comic books recently, but the Batman Part 2 is still most anticipated movie. Robert Eggers' Werewolf movie is my second most anticipated. Yeah, the Batman 2, bro. Heard Mr. Freeze is gonna be in it. Critic Chris says, that fella, that dog got scared. Yeah, with the Batman mask on. That dog got scared. Apple Ricky says, what if someone named their kid Fucker? That's really funny, though. I don't know. I don't think they would let them name him that, though. Damn, dude, what's up with this site? Hey. Apple Ricky says, name your child Ben if they have the last name Ben, huh? Ben Parker?
Dog. Peter Parker.
Damn, dude, where's this article at? Fuck.
Did you lose your articles?
Yeah.
Have you seen that article about giants?
Oh, here we go. All right, we got it right here. Comicbook.com is reporting a promising update on Batman the Brave and the Bold emerges from DC Studios CEO James Gunn. James Gunn kind of looks like Christopher Nelson, the makeup artist from Halloween Ends and Kills in 2018. Could the Brave and the Bold be the next DC Studios project to officially receive the green light from DC Studios? Could we have two Batman films in production at the same time? Continuing with more from James Gunn and his chat with YMH Studios, the DC Studio co-CEO provided a very promising update on the status of Batman the Brave and the Bold. None of those things are important to me, said Gunn when he was asked if Batman would have a gray and blue costume. Listen up, here's what we were talking about. None of those things are important to me, said Gunn when asked if Batman would have a gray and blue costume or white eyes in his cowl in The Brave and the Bold. What matters is the character in the story, and I think we have a really good story now for what's happening with Batman. Hold on, let me turn on the light. Just turn on the light. Bat Frank. Yeah, so damn, I don't know. James Gunn, I don't know what he's saying here though, but he's saying that none of those things are important to me, said Gunn. When he was asked if Batman would have a gray and blue costume or white eyes on his cowl in The Brave and the Bold. What matters is the character, the story, and I think we have a really good story for now for what's happening with Batman. Damn, dude, I really hope they do get the blue the blue cowl and the gray costume though. That's a classic Batman look. And the white eyes. I wonder how they're gonna do the white eyes though. They're gonna do them like Spider-Man, like how they do them with the Spider-Man the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. Um, James Gunn says they have a really, really good story for the Brave and the Bold. He says he loves the detective, brute, expert fighting, and supernatural aspects of Batman and the world around him. James Gunn on whether DCU Batman will have blue and gray eye. James Gunn on whether DCU Batman will have a blue and gray suit and white eyes. Guys, that's what really matters. None of those things are important to me. Okay, we already read that. So yeah, here's more. We got more. With Gunn repeatedly hammering home that he doesn't like to officially greenlight projects without a script that he loves, given his glowing comments about Damian Wayne focused film, perhaps this will be the next film dated for release within the DCU. Director Andy Muschietti, DCU's The Flash movie, continues to attend DC Studios red carpet events, so it seems safe to assume that he's still attached to direct The Brave and the Bold. Gunn revealed that Muschietti would be helming the project 6 months after his first rolled out Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters slate, January 2023, has given little indication since that anything has changed. During the slate announcement in January 2023, Gunn described The Brave and the Bold as the introduction of Batman and his actual son, Damian Wayne. This is based on Grant Morrison's great comic book run. Damian Wayne is my favorite Robin. Batman tries to get him to get in line. This is the beginning of the Bat family in the DCU. The Batman Part 2 is currently scheduled for release on October 1st, 2027. If Gunn gives the green light to the DCU's Batman film soon, it could potentially target a 2028 release date and production time overlap with Matt Reeves' direct sequel. Awesome. Oh yeah, so they're trying to go that classic Batman route now, you know? That classic Batman look with the gray cowl, with the gray costume and the freaking and the blue cowl and all the yellow utility belt and all that good stuff, you know. And he's gonna have Robin finally with them. We're gonna finally see a modern Robin. I don't think we've seen Robin since like the George Clooney Batman movies in the 90s. We almost got a Robin kind of in the Dark Knight Rises, but that was, I don't know. I guess people were saying that was gonna be Nightwing instead, you know. So who knows? But yeah. Apple Ricky says Dover. Who's Dover, Apple Ricky? I know what that means, Apple Ricky. I'm not dumb. Caleb says Wolf Creek 1 and 2 is good. Awesome. Yeah, Caleb. I don't think I've seen Wolf Creek. Have I? I gotta check. But what's up, Caleb? How you doing? Glad to see you here on the channel. Welcome to Hollywood Horror Film Club. Horror Sundays, another episode, bro. Hell yeah, glad to see you here. Please smash the thumbs up. Yeah, Caleb. Get us up to 30 so more people can join us here. Twisted Emo says, sorry if I haven't been talking for a while. I had to reply to the live to see what you said on my Hard Eyes and John Carver question, but I just got another idea. Twisted Emo says, what have they done all the holiday slashers like Terrifier 3, Hard Eyes, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Leprechaun, Bunny Man Massacre, and New Year's Evil? Well, what do you mean if they done? Are you gonna do that? Are you gonna make like a haunted house with all those characters, or what, Twisted Emo? Are you gonna use all those characters for a haunted house? If you are, that would be epic. But if that's not what you mean, let me know what you mean in the chat. Apple Ricky says, how do you think the doctor would look at someone if they named their baby Bomb? I don't know. Pretty weird, probably. Critic Chris says, me too. Critic Chris says, if I work for Deadpool, Black Panther, Spider-Man, it'll work for Batman. If it worked for Deadpool, Black Panther, Spider-Man, oh yeah, Deadpool had the white eyes before even fucking Spider-Man, huh? Even before Spider-Man, huh? Deadpool was the one with the white eyes first. I forgot about that one. Yeah, you're right, Critic Chris. Mysterious Ghost says, is your Hard Eyes the one currently on Amazon? They changed the picture to like a generated one for some reason. My Hard Eyes mask, it was the one that I did get it off Amazon, Mysterious Ghost. I did get my Hard Eyes mask off Amazon. I did get it off Amazon. I did, but I don't know. I haven't gotten another one. I do need to get another one because I might make a Hard Eyes fan film. But yeah, I got mine from Amazon, bro. I got mine from Amazon, and I gotta say it's a pretty good damn mask for what it is. For the price. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, I don't want to bring it down though because it's all stuck up there. But yeah, it's a good mask for the price. It's a great mask for the price. Critic Chris says Apple Ricky, little ass kicker from TW. TWD is a good name. Apple Ricky says, imagine they named the kid Ghostface or Leatherface. Oh, dude, that'd be crazy. I'll name him Thomas like Leatherface. Critic Chris says, how old should Robin, teenager or college year, how old should Robin? Should Robin be teenager or college year aged up? I think it should be like I don't know, maybe like a 14-year-old. Maybe like a 14-year-old, because in the comics, he was like a kid, literally, you know? He was like he was in between like a 10-year-old and like a 14-year-old, I think. Robin and, well, Damian Wayne. I'm not talking about freaking, what's his name? What were the Robins' names? What was their real names?
Drake.
The Drakes, yeah, the Drakes.
No, it's Tim Drake and it's that other fool from the first.
But yeah, Robin's family though. Robin's family, they were like trapeze artists at a circus and shit. Yeah, so his family dies in that freaking accident. Remember that? So yeah, I think I would, since it's gonna be Damian Wayne, it's probably gonna have to be a kid between like 10, like 14 years old, because it's like literally his dad showing him the family business, you know, at this point.
And then there's Jason Todd.
Yeah, Jason
There's
Todd.
different ones.
Yeah, I know, but we're talking about Damian Wayne because that one's actually his son, that Robin.
I think Jason Todd is the one that turns into Red Hood.
Yeah, it is.
He's the one that starts off as a bad guy. He's like, he steals and shit, and he's a thief. And then
No,
Batman,
the Joker was the Red Hood at first.
And then Batman takes him under his wing. Yeah, but then fucking whatever his name, Jason Todd, takes over the mantle, Red Hood, and he did it better than fucking Joker.
Critic Chris says he was what, 10 to 13 years old, I think. Yep, you see what I tell you.
The first Robin.
No, but we're talking about Damian
Oh.
Wayne Robin, his son though. This he comes after Robin, those Robins. That's when
He's like one of the last.
That's what I mean. That's the next movie they're gonna make. So yeah, definitely between 10, like 13, 14 years
Robin?
old. Huh?
Where are they gonna cast as Robin?
They have to cast some fucking kid,
Fucking,
obviously.
What's his name?
Oh, they should cast the kid from the Chucky series.
Which one?
The one with his cousin.
The curly. Oh, that fool. Maybe.
Nah, he's too fat now. You saw him in Final Destination. He's all chunky now. Damian Wayne is skinny. All Robins were
He was
skinny
in
as
that
hell.
movie?
Huh?
He was in that
I
movie.
think he was the brother of the fucking sister.
Nah, I didn't even notice him.
Because he's older. Because he's older.
Damn.
He's getting his face changed from when we were watching him on the fucking TV show. But yeah, Critic Chris, yeah, I told you he was like about 10 to fucking 14 and shit, yeah. So yeah, definitely, yeah, they should keep him around that age because he was like the smart mouth kid, you know? He was like kind of like Spider-Man almost, you know, like how Spider-Man would talk shit while beating up the villains and stuff, and then Batman would be the more serious one and stuff. So that's what Damian Wayne was kind of, you know, like that. And wait, doesn't Damian Wayne end up becoming a Joker later though? Doesn't the Joker kidnap Batman's son and turn him into like some kind of little Joker, dude? Twisted Emo says, nah, it's just something I thought of, but now you're just giving me ideas, huh? Oh, that's cool, bro. Feel free to take that idea. Feel free to do it, man. Apple charge money, though. Charge fools money to go in your haunted house. Apple Ricky says, isn't Freddy Krueger also a grandpa? He's Freddy Krueger, he's a dad. He's the dad. He's not a grandpa. Maybe now, I don't know. Does his daughter have kids in Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare? I haven't seen that movie in freaking years. But I don't remember if he's a grandpa, but I know Freddy's a dad for sure. He had kids. Freddy Krueger. Dude, Freddy Krueger had a whole wife and and house and a white picket fence and dog and
He
shit.
could still get you pregnant in your dreams. Imagine that.
That'd be crazy. That'd be
He
crazy.
has a dream baby. They
Yeah.
should make a movie like that.
Oh, but the Dream Child.
Freddy's son.
They already did it.
Wait, so he had a kid?
Nightmare on Elm Street 5.
Oh, that was his son, supposedly?
Remember, she was supposed to give to the birth to the demon Freddy. Remember, she gives birth to the demon Freddy baby.
So that kid was evil?
Huh?
Or that kid was like a spawn of Freddy?
The Freddy was trying to take over her baby. Yeah, so he could be born. They already did
that's
that.
weird. Hey, that's sick,
They already
though.
did that.
That's
And
cool.
part
They should-
5.
Hey, they
Dream
should
Child.
they should redo something like that though.
Yeah.
And then make it actually that's how he's born again. Oh, that's how they can make a new Freddy. You see? Bam, new Freddy born.
Well, he could have a new physical body because he's already
And he'll
born.
be younger.
It's just
No.
he's dead. It's
What
just
I mean
his
is
soul needs a new
that's
body.
the way they could reintroduce a new Freddy and it won't be Robert Englund. That's how it will
So
be.
Freddy is just now a demon that inhabits people. It's not really. It's it could be different
It's
people.
like a parasite.
It could be. Well, it was like a parasite when he first gets infected by those
Hey,
demons.
they should just
They're
do
like
that.
worms.
They should just do
What,
that.
in Nightmare on Elm Street, what part? I think I forgot what part it was, but they show a scene where Freddy's inside the fire and these like worms that are flying towards him offer him a deal that he could live on forever if he freaking accepts their curse and shit. You know?
That's weird.
Something like that. And he dies in the fire.
They should just do something like that. So I feel like that's how they could bring him back.
Well, yeah, so that the parasite thing works because now, like, not only Robert could be Freddy, but now, like, whoever is twisted could become Freddy.
Yeah, that too.
Ricky says, what does Junior think of the doctors would do if someone named their baby Ghostface or Leatherface?
I don't know, bro. That's just.
What do you think?
It's like it's weird because I mean maybe they'll let you, but then they'll be like, what the fuck? Like this is weird.
Maybe they'll let you, but they'll just probably they'll just keep an eye on you and shit. Probably send child protective services to your house and shit. Like keep an eye on this one kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Leatherface. Critic Chris says he was. Oh yeah, we already read that. Jose Gomez says, hello Frank. I'm eating lots of cheese from the floor. And watching John Carpenter Body Bags, 1993. Awesome, bro. Hell yeah, cheese is good. Depending on what kind of cheese, though. I like pepper jack cheese. Yeah, Jose Gomez, glad to see you here, bro. Glad to see you here. Welcome to another episode of Horror Sundays. Today's episode 41, bro. Episode 41. Please smash the thumbs up. Yeah, Jose, get us up to 30. Critic Chris says, Jason Todd was Red Hood, too. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Yeah, so the Red Hood the Red Hood wasn't one person, bro. The Red Hood is like Ghostface. It could be anyone, you know? That's what Red Hood was. It was an identity. It was an identity to keep your identity a secret, you know, just like Ghostface is. Ghostface, people forget. I remember growing up, people would think Ghostface was literally like Michael Myers, like, oh, Scream, oh, that's Scream, you know? Like Michael.
In the video game, they made Red Hood look all like, in the Arkham Knight, they made him look all sick, like, he looked different. He didn't look like in the comics, like, he looked like a different version of Batman. Like a futuristic evil version of Batman.
Yeah.
That's how they made Red Hood look, yeah. He had like bat wings as horns.
We gotta get Batman games again.
That shit was sick. But he didn't have a cape.
No, I see the cape makes him look cool. That's the
But that's the
cape.
thing about Red Hood is he didn't have a cape.
Oh,
Only the Joker version, the one with the big hood.
yeah,
He had a little cape, remember?
yeah. He had like that missile-looking fucking tank on his head.
Hey, Frig, was Kane basically like the Michael Myers for WWE?
Kane?
Yeah.
Why Kane?
Cause he was like that scary fool with the mask and shit, like that 6 foot scary fool with a mask.
I would say he was more like the Crow, just with red.
People say like that's their version of like.
But I could see more like
and-
Jason or
yeah,
Michael.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Tan Eek says Malaysia. Yeah, what's up, Tan Eek? Hi to you from Los Angeles. If you're in Malaysia, hell yeah, bro. Glad to have you here. Critic Chris says the Tim Drake and the DCAU Batman Beyond Return of the Joker movie. Critic Chris says, why would Nancy's family or anyone live in Freddy's house? Because it's a freaking nice house.
Huh.
This is a freaking nice house. One day
I would live in that shit.
I would hope to have some money saved up in like the next few years, and hopefully we could try to buy the Laurie Strode house, or something, or the Tate LaBianca house. where the Charles Manson murders
You know by
happened.
the Laurie Strode house?
I want to.
Dude, this guy.
I want to live there one day. People live in it for a few years and they be moving in and out. Like
Yeah.
no one lives there for long.
Uh,
I think they get tired of all the fucking tourists.
The tourists?
I wouldn't. Imagine how many chicks you could meet.
This guy.
Yeah,
Like, oh yeah, I live there.
yeah, let's go inside.
This dude.
Critic Chris says loose reboot. It could be. Critic Chris says Freddy's Dead was the movie. Yeah, Freddy's Dead, right?
You could throw the first ever Halloween party. Halloween.
Oh, nah.
They will let you.
I wouldn't do that either.
Because they'll fuck up
They
the
you
house.
swear, fool. If we live there, these fools are certainly gonna let us throw a party anyway, you know? These fools. We're gonna have to go to the bar or something and rent out a fucking club. Critic Chris says the dream demons. Yes, yes, yes. It's in Freddy's Dead. Yeah, those like dream demon worms. Remember when he's inside the fire? They do like this flashback to when he dies or whatever, and like he's in the fire and he's like going like a little bitch and shit. And then like these like worm, like these flying dark worm thingies come up to him and they like offer him a deal and he becomes the dream demon. Yeah, yeah. I remember now.
They offer him a deal.
And he becomes the dream demon. Freddy becomes the dream demon. The dream. Oh, so they didn't have no one to fill that position.
Imagine how it's really like that.
Shit, dude, that's
trivia.
Wino used to say, rest in peace. Wino used to say that movies would low-key show us what's really going on
in hell and shit.
in reality in general, you know? But us, we're so desensitized that we think everything's fake that we won't believe it, you know?
Yeah.
So someone could show us a picture of a real dinosaur, a video, but since we're so desensitized to think that's fake, we wouldn't even believe it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dream demon.
The dream demon? Yeah, that's how he becomes the dream demon.
And like in Dragon Ball Z, when they see those worm shits, when they're talking to those worm shits.
Which worms?
In the underground.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
In Majin Buu,
Yeah.
the Majin Buu saga, no, that's kind of
Worms, worms have like demonic ties, bro.
They're in the
Parasites
ground. They're in the
and shit,
ground.
yeah. Critic Chris says the easy money for guests to tour. Yep. Easy. Yeah, Critic Chris says, right. Yeah, bro. I wish, bro. We got, my family got some money saved up. Hopefully in the next few years, you could hopefully maybe get that house. People be moving in and out of that house. Like, they don't even last that long. Like, it was up for sale about a year or so ago. Someone bought it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be up for sale again. Critic Chris says Freddy, he would Freddy, he would want the then open you up and will be forever. Wait, what? Critic Chris, can you retype that? Can you retype that? You kind of had like a typing error right there. Wicked Milk said, yes, sir. What's up, Wicked Milk? How you doing? Wicked Milk says, you play DBZ Budokai Tenkaichi 3? Yes, I used to play that on the PS.
I used to play that
on the
shit.
PS3
Hell
or
yeah.
3 or 2 or whatever the fuck. I forgot which
That
one it
shit
was,
was
but we used to
sick
play
as
that.
fuck.
That's back when I was a gamer. That's back when I was a full-on gamer. All right, guys, we got some more movie news to go over. We got some more movie news to go over right here. 2 more. We got 2 more articles to go through. And we got 20 more minutes left. And how you doing, Wicked Milk? How you doing, bro? Glad to see you here on the channel. Hey, bro, my band plays a show this Friday. So I'm going to go live on the channel if you want to check us out.
Hey, what if a face hugger latched on a Freddy? Imagine.
Freddy's dead. It won't have nothing to...
But imagine, I think it still will be.
But he won't be able to do shit though, because Freddy's like, he's not even alive. That shit needs to have something that's
he's
alive.
a parasite, so won't you think it would just make the face hugger pregnant?
Freddy won't make the face hugger pregnant.
Well, I mean, he's pretty much like a parasite.
Freddy's a dead body. It's because the face hugger, it needs a living host so it can host the egg, warm it, incubate it. Freddy's a dead cold demon.
You wouldn't be able to?
No, maybe Michael wouldn't be able to do shit to Jason
that would be
either, though.
OP, a face, a xenomorph that could go into your dreams, and you can't kill the xenomorph.
That would be cool.
That would be crazy.
Hey guys, imagine a face hugger on Michael Myers. But Michael's still gonna get up, huh? He just gets up with that shit on his face.
Hey, he's just gonna get pregnant and that's it.
Wicked Milk says, hell yeah, bro, the game is lit as fuck. Just download it to run the PS2 emulator. Sick, man. Wicked Milk says, oh, hell yeah, bro, I'm gonna check it up. Yeah, bro, we play at 8:30. We play at 8:33, so I'll go live on the channel around that time.
Hey, what if a face hugger went on Hulk? Oh shit.
Well, he's alive, so it'll take him down.
I'll be a big
Critic
ass
Chris says,
fucking
Freddie, we know what you want, Freddie, I want it all. Then open up, and you should be forever. Oh yeah, that's the line from the movie. That's the line from the movie. All right, guys, we got some alien news right here. We got some alien news. We got some alien news. Close up that article. KTLA.com is reporting Sigourney Weaver, the warden from Holes. Sigourney Weaver teases possible alien return. KTLA, though the first season of FX's hit series Alien Earth just wrapped, there's already exciting news in the world of Alien, and it could mean the return of the series' most iconic character, Ellen Ripley. Actor Sigourney Weaver, 76, recently joined Alien Earth cast members for a panel at the New York Comic Con, where the three-time Academy Award nominated veteran revealed she's met with Disney, who owns the franchise, to discuss a return. Weaver says she was impressed by 50 new script pages from producer Walter Hill that she called quite extraordinary. See what it says. I said I have never felt the need. I was always like, oh, what happened here? Okay, here we go. Come on. All right. Said I have never felt the need. I was always like, let her rest, let her recover. Weaver told the crowd, but what Walter has written seems so true to me as very much about the society that we incarcerate. Someone who has tried to help mankind. Though Weaver acknowledged she doesn't know if it'll actually happen, the Avatar Fire and Ash Star says she's thinking about working with Walter to see what the rest of the story would be. Weaver, who has appeared in upwards of 70 films, starred in Ridley Scott's sci-fi horror masterpiece Alien back in 1978 and reprised the role in 1986 for James Cameron's Aliens and in David Fincher's Alien 3, 1992. Weaver last appeared in 1997's Alien Resurrection, though she played a clone of Ellen Ripley as the character ostensibly died on the at the end of Alien 3. The beloved versatile Weaver was nominated for a Best Actor Academy Award for Aliens, a rarity for role in sci-fi action film. So yeah, dude, there's a chance we might see Ellen Ripley back for Alien. There's a chance we might see Ellen Ripley back for Alien. Now, let's go over here. Let me see. Critic Chris says, Freddie. We already read that. All right, cool. We read that. We got one more article to get through. YahooNews.com. We got some Friday the 13th news, guys. We got some Friday the 13th news. Yeah, so yeah, Wicked Milk, you heard. Sigourney Weaver, Ellen Ripley might be returning for Alien. It's going to be cool, right? If she does. YahooNews.com is reporting Sky buys Peacock and A24's Friday the 13th prequel series Crystal Lake. All right, so apparently a company called Sky buys Peacock's and A24's Friday the 13th prequel series Crystal Lake. Exclusive. Sky has acquired A24 and Peacock's Friday the 13th series Crystal Lake and will launch it next year. The deal covers the UK and Ireland and will see the series play on Sky and its streaming service now. What? So it's not going to be on Peacock no more? Now I'm going to have to download Sky? Oh, come on. Crystal Lake is the first project in the Friday the 13th franchise since Marcus Nispel's 2009 reboot movie, which was the 12th film installment overall. The seminal first slasher movie was released in 1980. The series stars Linda Cardellini, Dead to Me, No Good Deed, who plays the iconic Pamela Voorhees from Friday the 13th franchise. Also starring at William Catlett, 1001 and Constellation, David Kessler, Godfather of Harlem, Cameron Scoggins, Shades of Blue, Nashville, and Gwendolyn Sunstorm. The plot is expected to follow Cardellini's Voorhees as a mother who gave up a singing career to raise a special needs child and takes a dark turn when she loses her son. We already know that story. Katie Keenan, Group Director Acquisitions for Sky UK and Europe, said, "We are so excited to bring Crystal Lake, the Crystal Lake, the back storyline to the iconic Friday the 13th franchise. Snapping up this show demonstrates our commitment to bringing our customers the best." Come on, dude. Hate it when this site always glitches. That's why I hate Yahoo News. Katie Group director of the shopping show demonstrates our commitment to bringing our customers the best U.S. drama series from one of the hottest U.S. studios. We are thrilled to be in partnership with A24 and Peacock to this project. Callum Vincent, Chucky, Longbright, River, Nick Cardellini, Warrior, Joy Soprano, Fisherman is in trouble. Best foot forward. Danielle Koch, director's cut, and Phoenix Parnevik, Bel Air. Don't tell me will be recurring guest stars. Michael Lennox, Say Nothing, Dairy Girls, directing duo Celine Held and Logan George, Top Seed, Cottle Lake, and Quinn Trans. Damn, all these people have weird ass names, dude. Weird ass names, dude. Michael Lennox, directing duo Celine Held and Logan George. Like, that's two names. Logan and George. That's like two names in one. Topside Cattle Lake and Quigin Tran. Sirens The Pit will direct multiple episodes. Lennox will also serve as its executive producer. Crystal Lake comes from from showrunner, writer, and executive producer Brad Caleb Kane. Welcome to Derry, who joins A24 and original Friday the 13th writer Victor Miller and Horror Inc. in bringing the story to the screen. Further executive producer are A24 Mark Toberoff, Victor Miller, Robert M. Barsamian, Robert P. Barsamian, Stuart Mancelli, Tyson Bidner, Michael Lennox. The deal with A24 was negotiated by Katie Keenan, Group Director of Acquisitions for Sky UK and Europe, and Falcundo Bayless, Head of Acquisitions. Dude, these people got weird ass names. What kind of name is what the fuck is this name? Facundo? Facundo Bayless? Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, that's why I'm having such a hard time reading this article. Dude, these people's names producing this show is just like, it's like, what are these people? What were they grown, you know? What were they created? Like, it sounds like, dude, it sounds like just random names. It sounds like these people were just grown in labs and given random just freaking names.
I've never heard of a Facundo.
Like, come on, like,
What about
bruh.
Paul?
That's a real name, though.
Paul.
Wicked Milk says, bro, not gonna lie, I'm just hyped for the new Friday the 13th and Halloween games. It's all good, bro. I'm more hyped up for the movies and the series because I'm more into like filmmaking and stuff. But yeah, I get what you mean, though. I get what you mean.
Nah, that's dirty.
Wicked Milk says, laughing my ass off. Weird ass names, right? Like, bruh. Like, Falcano.
Yeah.
Look, check this out. Facundo Bayless. What kind of name is that? Facundo. Imagine, bro, naming your son Facundo. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, but yeah, Friday the 13th, the TV series just got bought out by apparently I guess a streaming service called Sky. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. Come on, let's get it up to 31. So more people can see the live when it goes up. Come on, guys. We got 6 more minutes, guys. 6 more minutes. 6 more minutes and the live ends. Apple Ricky says, what kind of name is that ass name? I don't know, Apple Ricky. Facundo Bayless.
Reminds me of Quandisi.
That's a funny ass name. Facundo Bayless.
Sounds like probably like some Pacific Islander type of name.
Falcundo, probably white.
Nah, Falcundo sounds for sure like
Falcundo.
Like Pacific Islander.
I'm gonna look up this guy right now. I'm gonna look up this Facundo.
Look. She thinks she's a boy.
Nope, couldn't find no Facundo. Aporeki says John Franklin really likes my film Isaac, my prequel to Children of the Corn. Awesome, Aporeki. Props. Hell yeah.
Couldn't find no
Hell yeah.
food.
That's awesome. Wicked Milk says, just fucking gnarly slam skating yesterday. Fucking streets here full of pebbles and holes. Yeah, bro, sucks, huh? I hate falling when you're going down fast the hill and you hit a little rock. You could get launched and get killed. I know a guy, rest in peace, who was bombing a hill in San Francisco and he got speed wobble and he ate shit and hit the back of his head and he was in a coma for like a month and they had to disconnect him. He died, bro. Yep, that's all he remembers, bro. That's all that was his last. That was his last few visions he had before he just went black. You know, him just boom. Yeah, and I've hit my head before as well, bro. It does not feel great. You get all dizzy, you're all disoriented. Like I think the Friday the 13th 2009 movie gives you a good example of what it's like to be hit on the head. Like when the chick when they're in the lake and the guy gets shot on the bow and arrow on the head and dies and he hits the gas and keeps going forward towards the girl on the boat and he runs over her head. Oh, dude, and then she's on the water like and it gets blurry and slow, you know? That was a good depiction of what it's like to get hit on the head. Aporeki says, I want John to return as Isaac for my ending where Isaac's old now. That'll be cool. That'll be cool, Apples. See if I could look like Bat Frank again. Check it out.
Well, you're not him.
Look, I'm Bat Frank.
No, you're not.
I could actually, oh, let's see what Michael Keaton had to move his body like. Chill, dude. I'm Bat Frank.
Oh, this gets me mad.
This is cool. Wicked Milk says, y'all ever listen to Children of the Corn? I mean, the project by Lil Grim, some cool hardcore tracks. No, I haven't listened to that, dude. I have not listened to that, Wicked Milk. I have not listened to that. But if you send me some links, I will. Aporeki says, you think John Franklin would want to return as Isaac in my movie? Yeah. If you have a good story, if he likes your story, why not? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We got 2 more minutes, guys. 2 more minutes, and the live is ending. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes, and the live is over. So make sure to ask me whatever questions you have right now. Bat Frank. Wicked Milk says, yo, Frank, search up, don't forget to grab your mask. Don't forget to grab your mask? Do I search that up or what? All right, cool. It's a band. That's sick. That's sick. I see it. Wicked Milk, is this music copyrighted? I would play it, but I think I'm going to play it on my own time because I don't want to take the risk of it being copyrighted. Aporeki says, I wonder if the devil ripped ass would be all die because of the fart. Oh, yeah. If the devil ripped ass, we'd all die because of the fart. Probably set it on fire. And we got 1 more minute, guys. We got 1 more minute. Thank you so much, Hollywood Horror Film Club, Ghostface, and Michael Myers Collectors for joining me here on the channel for another episode of Horror Sundays. Today on episode 41. Like I always say, please smash the like and subscribe button. It really helps out in the algorithm. Smash the bell notification and be notified when I go live or upload new videos here on the channel. Hit the comments below. Share these videos and fan films with everyone you know so we can keep making more horror content here on the channel. Follow me on Instagram for more horror content. Link down in the description of this live. If you'd like to leave a donation to the channel, Cash App link also below. If not, just keep smashing the thumbs up. And tomorrow I'm going to be dropping a new video for Myers Monday. I'm going to be doing the review of my Halloween 2018 mask rehaul. Should drop around 6 p.m. West Coast time tomorrow in the evening. So be on the lookout for that. So tomorrow I'm going to be having a new video out again. A new video for my Halloween 2018 mask rehaul video. I'm doing my my Blumhouse trilogy mask review. So tomorrow's my first one for the Halloween 2018 mask. So till then, guys, see y'all. Take care.